y'all. Welcome back to my channel. My name is Alexandra, or you might know me as Banks from social media. Either way, I'm here to help you get ready for your first ever in real life mat experience or help you feel just a little more confident walking into your next class. Today, we have a reformer inspired full body mat workout with a light pair of dumbbells or wrist weights. These are 2 pounds, or you can say F it and do none at all because you're gonna feel the burn regardless. We're working arms, nice emphasis on arms because we have these weights today, and obviously core. Like, do I have to say that at this point? You already know the deal. You can see I'm already sweaty. I'm kind of huffing and puffing because I just did this workout. So enough yip yap from me. Let's get into it. Let's get started standing for some roll downs. Bring those arms out to your side, circling them overhead, and then diving towards the ground, rounding that spine on the way down. Once you reach the bottom, stretch out those hamstrings. Feel that stretch in the back of your legs before you roll up one bone at a time. Repeating here, circling those arms out to your side. Nice big inhale. Exhale, round that spine as you dive towards the ground, feeling that stretch in the back of your legs. One last time here, nice big circle overhead. Tuck that chin to your chest as you roll down one bone at a time, really marinating in this position. Then rolling up one bone at a time. Head is the last thing to come up before we take it into some squats. Feet right underneath those hip bones. We're setting that tush down, standing up nice and tall. Exhale as we push up. Inhale as we find that depth, keeping that core nice and engaged, trying not to arch that spine. One last rep here. Standing up nice and tall. Now let's reach down and grab those weights. Standing up nice and tall, bringing those weights to the center of your chest. We're sending that left leg behind us, finding a nice 90-90 lunge. Standing up nice and tall. Think about keeping your weight on that right foot so we can move that left leg back and forth seamlessly here. That'll help you get down into that lunge and stand it up nice and tall, tapping that toe. Nice. Keeping that right knee stacked right over that ankle. Coming up on our last one. Before we send it back into that reverse lunge, find a nice twist over that right leg. Bring it back forward and stand it up nice and tall. Nice. Find that reverse lunge. Find that nice twist. Bring it all back to center and stand it up nice and tall. Adding some breath. Exhale as we come backwards. Find that twist. Inhale as we twist forward. Stand it up nice and tall. Exhale. Sink deep into that reverse lunge as you find that twist. Inhale, bring it back forward as you stand it up. Coming up on that last one, just like this, find that nice twist. Twist back forward, keep it low, lengthen that back leg and bring it back to a bend. Lengthening and bending. Exhale as you lengthen that leg. Inhale as you sink deep into that lunge. As things start to get a little intense here, we want to make sure our form is correct. Keeping that front knee stacked right over that ankle. Don't let it creep towards those toes. Keep breathing. You got this. Last one just like this. Before we keep it low, pulsing it out. You got it. Keep it low. Almost done here. Keep breathing. Last 2. 1. Keep it low. We're taking to the front leg. Lengthening that front leg and bending. You got it. I know this one burns. Feel yourself moving upwards and backwards as you lengthen that front leg and bring it back to a bend. You got it. taking the work to that front leg. Keep breathing. Last two, just like this. Last one before we stand it all up and take it to the other side. This time, sending that right leg back for that 90-90. Stand it up nice and tall, keeping that weight over on the left side this time. Keep breathing here. We've got two more just like this. Last one before we add that twist. This time sending that leg back, finding that twist over that right knee, bringing it back to center and standing up tall. Exhale as you sink deep into that lunge, find that twist. Inhale, bring it back to center, stand it up nice and tall. Keeping it light on that right foot here. Nice. Keep breathing here as things start to heat up. We want to make sure we're paying attention to that form. We have two more with this nice twist, getting that nice spinal rotation in here. Last one. For we keep it low, weight's coming at center. We're extending that back leg and bending. Lengthen and bend. Exhale as you lengthen. Inhale as you bend. You got it. I know it's heating up. Last two, just like this. Last one before we keep it low. Find that little pulse here. You got it. Last two. One. And we're going to take it to that front leg, bending and lengthening that front leg. You got it. Keep breathing. Inhale as you sink deeper. Exhale as you lengthen. Last three. Two. Last one for we stand it up nice and tall. Now let's take it down to the ground for a nice child's pose. We're going to come onto all fours. Send those hips back towards those heels, arms long in front of you. Take a breath here. On your next inhale, give me a big circle of those arms, either placing them right on your hips or down on the mat, depending how flexy you are, grabbing some nice extension. On our next exhale, circle those arms forward, coming back into that child's pose. Nice stretch of those arms forward. Repeating that nice extension on your next inhale. Woo, this one feels good. We don't get to do this position often. Next exhale, circle those arms forward, grabbing one last child's pose. Inhale, circle those arms backwards, grabbing that nice extension. Nice. Now let's bring it forward, back up onto those knees so we can get into some arm. Weight comes into that left hand, right hand on our hip, half a goalpost with that left hand. We're pushing up and over. Nice lateral flexion to the right side. Inhale, bring it back to center. Exhale, push up and over like you're moving in between two walls. Inhale, bring it back upright. Nice. Try not to let that chest drop forward or drop backwards. We really want to think side to side motion on this one. Keep breathing here. I know that burn is starting to settle in. This is only the beginning. We're almost done here. Last one, just like this. Really reaching over, bringing it back upright. Left palm comes facing the ground. We're pushing right across our body, finding a nice twist of that torso. Bring it back to center. Exhale, push that arm across your body. Inhale, drag it back to center. Nice. We got 2 more just like this. Last one here. Before you meet me back upright, nice circle of those arms, fingertips almost touch. Inhale, open. Exhale, close. Keeping those arms within your peripheral as you open. Don't let them come all the way towards the back here. Nice. Think about keeping those elbows up in line with your shoulders. Don't let them sink down to that waistline. Last one here. Nice and open. Exhale, close. Arms come to goalpost. We're closing those arms and elbows, opening back out to our side, pushing up overhead. Nice. Exhale, close. Inhale, open. Exhale, push. Inhale, lower. Making sure we're taking the tension out of those shoulders and sliding those hands up and down as if we were sliding up and down a wall. Nice. Keep breathing here. Last one, just like this. Sliding down that wall. Before we reach down, grab that other weight. Arms come along in front of us, palms facing up. Nice curl in and release. Exhale as you curl. Inhale as you release. Trying to keep those elbows up in line with those shoulders. Nice. Making sure we're breathing. We have 2 more just like this. Last one. Before we hold that curl, punch up just an inch and bring it back down. Exhale as you punch up. Inhale as you bring it back down. We're putting those biceps and shoulders to work today. Don't let those elbows sink below those shoulders. You got it. 2 more just like this. Exhale, push up. Inhale, hold. Release that curl just an inch and curl it back in. Nice. Lots of bicep work today. Inhale as we release. Exhale as we curl back in. I know it's burning, but we're almost done here. We have 1 more just like this. Before we send those arms long, palms facing back, press those hands behind you. Inhale, bring them back towards those hips. Nice. Relaxing those shoulders, nice proud chest, nice neutral spine. Feeling that belly button sink deeper towards that spine. On that exhale, we have 2. Last one. Hold it back there. Hinge forward. We're pulsing back for 10. For 5, 4, 3, 2. Last one. We're ditching that weight in our left hand, taking that sequence on the right. Half a goalpost with that right hand. Push up and over to the left, finding that nice lateral flexion. Exhale as we bend over. Inhale as we bring it back upright. Remember, we want to move like we're moving in between 2 walls. Don't let that chest fall forward or come backwards here. We're almost done. Keep breathing. Last one, just like this. Before we bring it back upright, palm comes facing the ground, pushing that weight across your body. Nice twist to the torso, bringing it back to center. Exhale, find that twist. Inhale, bring it back to center. Think about fueling that rotation with that exhale. Inhale, bringing it back to center. We have 2 more just like this. Last one. Before you bring it back to center, arms make a circle, fingertips to touch. Inhale, open. Exhale, close. Nice. Making sure we're keeping those arms in our peripheral as we open so they're not coming behind us. Last 2 just like this. Nice and steady here. Last one. Bring both arms to goalpost. We're closing fist and elbows, opening back up, sliding up that wall here. Nice. Exhale as we close. Inhale as we open. Exhale as we push. Inhale as we lower down that wall. Nice. Keeping those elbows up in line with those shoulders, letting that belly button fall closer to that spine on that exhale. We're almost done here. Last two like this. Last one. Before we bring it down on our left side, bend those knees, stacking them right on top of each other. Feet are behind you. Right arm comes up to the sky as you lift up those hips. Lower left hip and right arm down. Bring it back up, lift top leg, and bring that right arm behind your head. Nice. Tapping that left hip down to the ground as you lower that right arm, lifting it all as you push up. Trying to get that elbow right underneath your shoulder. Getting into some oblique work here. You got it. Think about inhaling as you lower, stacking those legs. Exhaling as you lift and reach that top leg out. You got it. Keep going here. Last one just like this, where we stay lifted. Right arm comes up, reaching underneath that left rib as you stack that top leg on top of the bottom, pressing open for a clam, and then reaching. As you come back upright, press open to that clam. Find that twist as you close. Nice. Working hips and obliques here. Exhale as you widen that chest, press open. Inhale as you twist. Two more here, finding that nice spinal rotation. We have one last one. Keep it open. Right leg comes back lifted. Touch that weight down to the ground. Reach up towards the ceiling. Let that head follow that weight. Nice. Really pressing through that forearm to stay lifted here. This is a challenge for sure. You got it. Don't let that hip fall closer to the ground. We're really testing that strength. Keep breathing. Last one like this. Before you stay lifted, we're pulsing it out for 10. You got it. For 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Stay lifted. Tap that bottom hip down and lift it back up. Last little push on this side. You got it. Keep breathing. Finishing out in 3, 2, last one. Bring it all to rest. Woo! We got to take it to the other side. Right elbow under shoulder, knees stacked, feet behind you, left hand behind your head. Push up. Lower that left hand down as you lower that right hip. Bring it behind your head as you lift that top leg. Nice. Pushing up, lifting. You got it. Closing as you sink into that bottom hip. Staying strong through that oblique. Don't let that ear sink into that shoulder. Taking that inhale as you lower, exhale as you lift. 2 more just like this. Last one. Last one, stay lifted. Left arm comes up towards the ceiling. Stack those knees as we find that twist. Open up that clam as you bring that chest back to the center. Nice. Reaching under those right ribs. Opening that clam as you bring it back towards the center. Nice. Looking good, guys. Stay strong through that forearm. Don't let it sink into that shoulder as we start to get tired here. Stay strong. Exhale as we open. Inhale as we close. Last 2 like this. Pressing open. Finding that wrap. Last one. Stay lifted. Top leg comes out straight. You're lowering that weight to the ground, lifting up towards the sky. Let that gaze follow that weight. Pressing through that underside body right now. That's going to keep you nice and strong. Trying to keep that leg the same height the entire time. Don't let it sink. I know it's burning, but this is where the control comes in. This is where that concentration comes in. Last 2 like this. Keep going. Last 1. Keep it lifted. We're pulsing that top leg for 10. Last 3, 2, 1. Now let's take it to the bottom hip to finish out. Tapping that hip down, lifting it back up. Pushing through that core, pushing through those obliques. You got it. Exhale as you lift. Inhale as you lower. We're almost done here. Last 1 before we briefly ditch that weight. Take it onto your back for a little release. Knees come in to your chest. Hug them in tightly here. Release that core. Release that lower back. Maybe you rock those knees side to side. Give them a nice big hug. But only a brief break. Grab those weights. Feet come back down to the ground to start. Bring those hands just about hip level here. Start to dribble little tiny basketballs. Inhale, 2, 3, 4, 5. Exhale, 2, 3, 4, 5. Initiating this pump from the back of those arms. Don't let that torso start rocking up and down on the mat here. We're taking it nice and easy to start. Keep breathing in through that nose, out through that mouth. Nice and simple, 100 prep. You got this. Exhale, 2, 3, 4, 5. Before you bring those legs up to tabletop, hands float up towards the ceiling. Exhale, press down towards your hips. Inhale, lift. Exhale, press down. Inhale, lift. Nice. As you lift those arms back up, stacking those wrists right over those shoulders. Don't let it creep towards that nose and forehead. You got it. Into that nose, out through that mouth. We've got 2 more just like this. Last 1, exhale, press down. Bend those elbows, fingertips come up towards the sky. Exhale as you press down. Inhale as you let them float up. Nice. Working some triceps here. Making sure we're breathing, connecting our breath to this movement. Inhale as we bend. Exhale as we come down towards those hips. Last 2 before we add in an ab curl. Last 1 like this. Let those fingertips float back up. This time as we press down, curl up, then shoot those legs out. Bring those knees back to tabletop. Release that curl. Nice. Exhale, curl up, then shoot those legs out. Bring those legs back to tabletop. Release that curl. Nice little coordination here. Find that exhale as you curl up. Inhale as you shoot out. Exhale as you bend. Inhale as you release that curl. Exhale as you curl just a little higher. Inhale, shoot it out. Exhale, bring it back. Inhale, release. Last 1, just like this, before we add a little layer on. This time, find that curl up. As you shoot those legs out, open the width of your mat, close them in, bring those knees in and release that curl. Exhale, curl up, shoot those legs out. Give me a little open, close, bend those knees and release. This time as we curl up, send the right leg out to the side, bring it back to center and bring it all in. Exhale, curl up, shoot the legs out. Right leg comes out to the side, bring it back in and release. 1 more time, just like that. Right leg comes out, bring it back into center and release. Now we're going to take it to the left side, push up, shoot those legs out. Left side opens, closes, bend and release. Nice. 2 more times just like that. Can you curl just a little bit higher? Giving me space between that chin and that chest. Last 1, can you curl up just a little bit higher? Bring it back to center, knees bend and release. This time, shoot those arms up towards the ceiling. Press those hands down towards your hips and dribble those little basketballs for that Pilates 100. In through that nose, 2, 3, 4, 5. Out through that mouth, 2, 3, 4, 5. Similar to what we started this series with. We want to keep that torso nice and still, pumping from the back of those arms. Can you lift up just a little higher? Breathing into that nose and out through that mouth, lifting up through those ribs here. From those ribs, if you want some heat, shoot those legs up towards the ceiling. Last little challenge before we get out of here. Lower those legs as you inhale. Keep pumping. Exhale, lift. Nice. Inhale, lower. Exhale, lift. Releasing that curl. Bring those knees in. Ditch those weights. Knees come into your chest. Rock them side to side. Getting into some much deserved recovery because that was crazy. Oops. Circling those knees, pressing them opposite ways, bringing them together down the center. Breathing into that nose, out through that mouth. Hit it with the reverse, taking them circles the opposite way. Let's place those feet down on the mat. Get up with a nice roll up. Hands come overhead. Inhale to prepare. Exhale, tuck chin to chest. You can lengthen those legs as you come up. Find a nice forward stretch. Nice. Start to tuck that pelvis under, rolling down one bone at a time. Knees come back up to a bend. Hands come back overhead. Inhale, exhale, tuck chin to chest, rolling up, shooting those legs out. That feels good. Nice forward fold here. Feel that stretch of your hamstrings. One more time, rolling it back. Keep those legs straight or bring them to a bend like I have them. Tucking that chin to chest as we roll up and lengthening those legs. Taking a couple breaths here before we bring it all up and back to center. See you later. I hope you enjoyed today's reformer-inspired mat workout. My reformer girlies, give Matt a try, okay? She brings the heat no matter where she's at, no matter what apparatus she's on. I hope you're as sweaty and as sticky and had as much of a good time as I did giving this one to you. I'll see you next time. Don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe. And you already know what I'm going to say. Everybody is a Pilates body. I hope to see you in real life soon. Bye.